everyone, and welcome to a new reading. Alright, so this was very unexpected of me doing this, but again, my behind, as always, is at work, and I am always clicking on the Daily Mail, and in pops this. Something completely unexpected, and I was like, right there, I'm like, we gotta do a reading on this. I love reading on these two. These people don't cause no trouble, bro. They do not cause no trouble. So I have no idea as to why. There appears to be a rumor, allegedly, and please be warned, you guys, I may be using the alleged GIF all throughout this video, that they're saying that these two are heading for the divorce. Now, a little backdrop, what I heard, and then this is just only a little bit, that this rumor came about was because of the fact that recently Donald Trump had his inaugural ceremony. This is actually recorded a week after that, because last week I was out sick, unable to record. So I've been on my phone. I haven't seen anything consist of a rumor pertaining to Barak and Michelle. And it was because of that. And also, probably, I would say 2 weeks prior, actually 3, I believe, we lost the late President Jimmy Carter. So they had his funeral, and she wasn't there, which I didn't even know. I did not know, you guys, that Michelle Obama was not present. I don't know much about when a former president passes away, about whether they had the choice not to be there for some reason. So I was very surprised about that, because I was thinking that was like a mandatory thing, like the first ladies need to be with, you know, their husbands, which are the former presidents. And they're saying that basically because she wasn't, you know, at Jimmy Carter's funeral, which is rather odd, but I completely understand with her why she did not really want to attend Donald Trump inaugural, you know, Bill and George and Obama. Biden had no choice but to be there, because they were criticizing her about that. Obama probably told her, you know, she was lucky, but due to the fact that, you know, he's the former president, and as long as he's breathing, it's mandatory that they have to be there at the inaugural. But they wanted to, you know, criticize her for that. But, you know, she was like, she ain't gonna do it, she ain't gonna do it. Obama ain't gonna make her, so that makes him a good man. But and now they want to run with this narrative, because in the story of the Daily Mail, it wasn't really talking about them. It was talking about Sasha, because Sasha at this time, Sasha and Melina, they're at this time in college doing their studies, and, you know, paparazzi is snapping at Sasha, and she looks like that, you know, she's unhappy because it's alleged that she's seeing this information. And that's what prompted me to do this video. Now, these people want to stretch the narrative even more and put Jennifer Aniston into it. And I don't know where in the flying hell. And you know, I just had a thought in my head, like, looking at that. And I'm thinking, like, this is the narrative. This is the narrative when it involves a rich, successful black man. It always seems like they have to have a woman that is not black. Okay? And I'm gonna come out and say it. I know you guys, if you guys agree with me, You could like the video from the jump if you want, but you have this narrative that, okay, Barack Obama, he's a very successful black man. He was the 44th president of the United States. And I heard everyone and my mama, the whole 8 years that he's been in that White House, they have been criticizing the hell out of Michelle Obama. And how they criticize her, they don't criticize her about her intelligence, because the woman's very intelligent. What I know that she was a lawyer. So I feel like when you're a lawyer and you went through all those tests and shit, the woman is beat on that part. But they always criticize her, the way she dressed, the way she carried herself. And we supposed to be living in a country that's called America. We supposed to be doing what it is that we want to do. We supposed to act the way we want to act. We want to be the way that we want to be. Ain't no judgment with that. And the whole time I'm feeling as though that they simply, you have certain people that wants to bring in this negative energy to Barak and to Michelle, because due to the fact that Michelle is with Barack Obama, and they feel like that someone like Michelle don't need to be with him, but someone who is outside of the black race, or maybe someone who even is biracial like he is, because from what I understand, Barak is biracial. Then they want to put in the narrative like, okay, he's being with this white woman, he wants to come over to the white side. Okay, some people are not like that. I see that in Samuel L. Jackson and Denzel Washington, and even Snoop Dogg. Some people ain't like that. They're not like that. They're gonna like whoever they like. They've been together this long, and I would never think in a million years that this had come about, but this is what we're going to talk about today. And I had to put my little rant in there because, shit don't make no sense. It really doesn't. So, we're going to do a quick reading with the little cards that I have to see what I can find. If there's some reason where I want to find out a little bit more, this reading may transition into my household, because right now I'm at work and most of my cards are at home, and it's the other way around, not the other way around where they're all at work. So that is what we're gonna do. So I've been talking for like over 8 minutes, and I am going to get started with the disclaimer. Disclaimer, please keep in mind that everything in this video pertaining to the marriage of Michelle and Barack Obama is 100% alleged. 100% alleged. I stress you guys enough, if you don't know what alleged is, Google it. I will not tolerate any rude or disrespectful comments. You will be blocked from my video, and you'll be hidden from my channel. With that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, I am back. So as you can see, I already have begun taking out the cards. Now the cards you see in front of you, these cards represent both Barak and Michelle. On the left is Michelle's, and on the right indicates Obama's. And I'm sorry, I'm turning at this at a different angle. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. Okay, I'm just trying to adjust my camera, so pardon me. So I wanted to make this reading short. I don't want to go into too much into it as of yet, because like I told you guys, most of my cards are at home, and due to the fact I have to get back into some things, I don't know if it may be like either like a part 2, but I don't know. If you guys want part 2, you just let me know, but this is what I got here by far. Alright, so let's get started. So what I want to do, Barak and Michelle, they both have 4 tarot cards each, and if you guys see these little messages here, of course this comes from my fortune cookie message oracle cards, and they're really good. Really good. I enjoy them. So there's that. So they both have tarot. These are all oracle, and what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to take a card at random, and the tarots that I see that resonates with it, that is who we're talking about. Like, either we're talking about Michelle or we're talking about Barak. But I feel as though this is energy that's mainly coming from Michelle. That is what I'm getting. That's what it's telling me. But let's see what's up. Let's see what's up between the two, allegedly. Okay, so the first card, and I know my nails are going to be a huge pain because I can never pick them up. So, but the first card you guys see, let me make sure to not include the keyboard, but all right. So the first card we have isolation. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Now, looking upon this card and the other cards that I just pulled out, and you guys will see that in a little bit, this is giving me an indication that is saying that allegedly someone may feel like they're isolated within this marriage. Someone may feel like that they're left alone, while the other party wants to allegedly break away and do other things. Or this could come from how someone was feeling for a very long time and they're just burnt out and exhausted. And of course, this card could represent both Michelle and both and also Barak as well. So in my opinion, this card goes both ways between them. Let me explain on, I'm going to explain on Michelle's side. So let's start with Michelle. So Michelle, her first card, she has the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands in reverse, you guys. Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Eight of Wands in reverse represents delays and slow movement, slow progress, delayed travel, exhaustion, waiting. And the Four of Wands, to get a little bit more, the Eight of Wands in the reverse says it generally signifies a lack of progress, delays, or feeling like you're stuck in a situation where things are not moving forward as quickly as they should. And let's see if there's some more definitions behind this card. Alright guys, so the other definitions behind this card reads as follows. The Eight of Wands in reverse means lacking speed and volatility, lacking of taking action, progress, or moving forward, lacking control of a situation, cancel, delay, travel plans, things moving slower than expected, slow-based environment, slow business. This next one is very interesting because, again, you guys, it involves them both. We have lacking passion, energy, and drive in relationships, panicking about situations, impulsive or impatient, tendencies to jump straight in, a need to slow down and plan the next step, stagnant or stuck energy flows, forcing things and rushing, needs to be patient. This next one right here also, that's very interesting. Too busy to focus on relationships, work, personal life. Take time to be still, meditate, be mindful and reflect. Undergrounded, scattered energy, lack of direction, and rushing and making mistakes. So you see, guys, this is a lot. So upon looking at this isolation card and this card that's coming from Michelleobama, this is saying that there is an energy where allegedly that this marriage is on the point of exhaustion. I also want to show you guys this as well, that the next oracle card we have exhausted, burnt out, burned empty. So this indicator that this marriage has hit to a point where it has become exhausted. This comes from, and I have to re-explain this because I was recording, I was explaining it so freaking well, and I get so irritated when that happens. But this is what I was saying. So you guys see the isolation card here, isolated, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. So there's no self-infliction, so don't get it twisted there. But the words rejected and left alone ring a bell. So this comes back to where, and this is what I'm feeling like, because this seems like that this marriage did not hit the exhausting point. It seems to me that things started to take a shift, and it goes all the way back to when Barack Obama was president. So he was president for 8 years, and I was just saying, like, when a person has that big responsibility, and being the president of the United States, that's a huge responsibility. You don't have time. So imagine Obama leaving. There are times that he had to leave to do meetings, to be in DC 1 minute, and let's just say California the next, because they have wildfires, just using it as an example. Or there are American soldiers at war, and then something tragic happened, and he has to go over there and address that. I don't remember in all them years, I don't really remember Barak and Michelle being together all the time. You know how you see Joe and Jill together most of the time when he's going to these meetings, because he's older. But the only thing I have been saying was Barak was doing his thing, being president, dealing with all these responsibilities. Michelle was simply doing her own thing. She was worrying about, children's lunches at school. She was worrying about, people should go out there, get physically active, good things for the mind, heart, and body. He was president. So there have been times when, she needed him, to be there, and he just wasn't. And there were times where it felt as though that she was left alone. The exhaustion part, what I feel, is that this came about when it seemed like you're trying, just say you're trying to do all these things, and then you're starting to come into term. And I'm going to say it out of the clear, guys, that it comes from her. This energy is coming from Michelle. It's coming from Michelle. You'll see that in the next card, allegedly, that it's coming from her. That she's just tired. She is tired. So she has been feeling like this for a very long time. She feels like it's, stuck. It's very slow, that she wants to do other things that she wants to do within herself. And it's very hard for me to say this though, so I'm telling you, I'm telling you guys. But that's a little bit. I hope you understand what I am saying. But Yeah, it could be a sense also of rejection, like someone could be feeling like rejected. Again, this energy could come from Michelle. I feel like that she's getting to a point where she's getting tired. I see one tarot card that's from Obama where it looks as though that he is trying to keep it up. Let me see, the first, he has a first tarot card in the upright. Let's see, right here we have the seven of wands in the upright. So this is Obama's card. So he has the 7 of wands in the upright. Confirmation may arise, defending, fighting for goals, perseverance, standing your ground. So this is a sign that's indicating that, you know, there's some confrontations that allegedly that could be going on within this relationship, this marriage of Barak and Michelle. See, it says upright. 7 of Wands tarot card indicates a time of challenge. See, they're in that phase where it's challenging. But also the ability to stand up for yourself and protect what you work for. It can also serve as a reminder to stay true to your beliefs and do not give up. So this is an indicator, guys, that even though Michelle, you know, feels exhausted and she feels like that, you know, she's overwhelmed per se, before those little nasty thoughts come into her head, he's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. He's defending. He's willing to fight for it, to fight for this relationship. Now, let me go back to something that I heard. So it is said that allegedly, and if I could find a screenshot, I will put it in the video. But and Michelle was open to this too, because I remember her saying it. It is said that she said a little bit what I literally just said about how the marriage was being exhausted. She was explaining that she did not like the idea of Barak, her husband Barak, being the president because of, again, these things being exhausted, feeling isolated, alone. See, we have suffering in silence. Only you guys see suffering in silence. Here's another card. Yes, suffering in silence. Broken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. So all this time, see, suffering in silence, you guys, you see? So she was already blunt and open about this, about how she felt during his presidency. And those thoughts may be coming in stronger, and it could be because they either feeling like they're older, they want to do other things. She feels like she wants to do other things, she wants different. Allegedly, Obama could be stuck in the same place, and she's suffering, allegedly suffering in silence. Another card that Michelle appears to have, this is a party card, guys. We have the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Cups in the upright. A time for celebration and joy, reunions, socializing, friendship, parties, groups. So this could be allegedly what is going on right now at this present time, that Michelle could have moments where she's out with her friends, and it could be turning her on to a new belief, into a new lifestyle where she doesn't want to feel like all these emotions. See, we have waves. See, waves, emotions, fear. See, you guys can see waves, emotions, and fear. So she's turning on a new leaf in this situation. So, all right, so I'm gonna put these cards onto the side now. Oh, I'm so sorry. So I don't see where there's it, not from what I can see as of yet, because I don't have the cards to indicate that, and it hasn't even came out yet. But we see a burnt out marriage, exhaustion. Let me zoom out a little bit. Burnt out marriage, exhausted, and just somebody wants to go out and wants to have like a good time. It could be a sense of there might not be like there's like no lacking fun thereof. Or it could be another thing also that she is just tired of this whole thing, you know, with presidency and being the first lady. It's almost like that she feels like she could be stuck in that same shell. I also asked what were the issues that could have been lingering on, that might have been the issues lingering on within the relationship. So the next card that we have judgment. Don't be quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. So this could be a sense of if they allegedly if they decided to go their separate ways or decide to get a divorce and it's not working anymore, there could be a fear, like a sense of fear of judgment. And let's see. Now, Obama has this. He has the next card here. He has the Eight of Swords in the upright. Feelings of entrapment, hopelessness, cornered, judgment, fear, powerless. So this energy could come from him. The Eight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords in the upright. The Eight of Swords tarot card in the upright position can represent feeling trapped, restricted, or limited. It can also indicate negative thoughts, a victim mentally, and self-imposed limitations. Okay, so feels like that's a little bit of both of them that is coming out. So let me see about the other definitions behind this card. Okay, so it's saying a little bit behind this card, you guys. This card brings like, look, feeling stuck within a job, relationship, or situation. The mind making you feel powerless, being restricted or silenced, fear and anxiety, feeling control or powerless, negative thinking, not seeing you have the power, the ability to break free, surrendering power to someone else, worrying about losing money if you left. Okay, well, I do see there's a card that says that, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Imprisonment, helpless, lacking faith and courage, feeling smothered or constantly being watched. So guys, it sounds like to me that let me back up a little bit. Back it up with Obama. Okay, so it sounds like to me now, allegedly, it may not just be Michelle, but also Obama could have the indication that they want to do different. They want to break out. But due to the judgment, because he has judgment, and there's judgment within this reading, it's a sense of fear. It's a sense of fear of worrying about what people will say. And that's why he is in this Seven of Wands energy, is because he's trying to make it work to put in that illusion. They feel like they have to be stuck together,
which I feel like as you should, because you're married to death do us part. But in this situation, due to the fact that he was a president, and they have all this history within them, then it would look for them really weird, if they would have came out and say, like, okay, we're getting a divorce, then it'd be marked as the first president that, was a president that got a divorce. And I can't think of any other president has had gotten any divorce. I would have to check that out. But it's believed that there's no such a thing. Like, you simply can't do that. You can't just say, okay, we've been together all these years and we want to divorce, we want to do other things, or we want to live separately, whatever the case may be. You have to keep putting in that illusion, if I'm making sense there. Alright, so we have that. What is the next skill? We see the next card. We have, pardon me guys, we have body shame. Body shame. You feel unattractive to others, working on accepting yourself, flaws and all. So this is really interesting. Really, really interesting. This allegedly could be another issue that one person, one or the other, may feel some type of way that one is not attractive to the other, allegedly. I don't know if it's Michelle. I don't know if it's Barak. I don't know. Again, this card came out with them too. Alright guys, so the next cards for Barak, Michelle, these are her final 2 tarot cards. We have the Empress card in reverse, and we have the 4 of Swords in the upright. The Empress card, definition with the Empress card when it's in reverse, it signifies a potential lack of self-care, over-reliance on others, a loss of personal power, and could indicate a controlling or manipulative behavior towards others. So I take it by others, that means that it is someone, that means that person who this card is under is a controlling person. Essentially, to the oppose of nurturing and supporting energy associated with the upright Empress card, it suggests that you might be neglecting your own needs while trying to take care of everyone else around you. So that's very interesting, you guys. Very, very interesting. Again, this is Michelle. Okay? So this card could mean, like, allegedly that Michelle could be feeling any of these things: selfishness, block creativity, vulnerability. I'm not gonna say infertility issues, because they had their kids. Parenting issues, allegedly, excessiveness, unloved and unnurtured, dependence on others, lack of self-care of oneself, lack of feminine side, suppression of emotions, and smothering. Sadness in your home. You see, guys? You see sadness in your home. We'll get back this body shame card. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. You see, you feel unattractive to others, working on accepting yourself, flaws and all. So, the next card we have, guys, we have the 4 of Swords in the upright for Michelle, and this card represents the need for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It also indicates a time to step back and gain perspective. Wow, really, really interesting. Really interesting. The definitions behind this card reads as follows: a need to rest, a need for mental rest, mentally vulnerable, meditation and relaxation will help, therapy and possibly counseling, needing solitude and alone time. Step away from situations you are unable to handle. Take as much time as you need for healing. Needing a peace or serenity. Ask guides and angels for assistance and healing. Stress, anxiety, mental health getting to you. Health needs recovery. Energy protection, finding a scrutiny to heal within. Too overwhelmed to function and cope. Take a break from relationships and work. Stay away from conflict. Needing to ground fully and rebalance. Okay, so those are the definitions. So guys, this looks like this is saying, and at this time, this card to me is saying this as a message to Michelle. It sounds like that allegedly she is going through all of these things and she needs to take time to step back and realize. Now, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I see the sense, it's the sense of them two feeling exhausted within the marriage. Okay. It's coming off more on her because she is drained in, like, mentally, stress, anxiety, that this is coming from her. And I wouldn't be surprised of them saying, like, if they chose to live separately, or if they are in a situation where they are living separately, to clear their head. I don't get a sense, you guys, of divorce because it's not coming out. But it sounds like to me that both of them are exhausted. However, they may going to come into terms to figure out how to heal from things that could have happened within certain situations that could have happened within the marriage itself. Now, let me place this down for 1 second, you guys, and let me show you these two cards. So the first two that we have surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those who's searching. So allegedly it could be some form of disappointment, but it will be followed by a pleasant surprise. I know why I can't talk. The next card that we have this for Barak and Michelle, a perseverance. Sorry guys, perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, see? But there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. So I feel so they're gonna fight. They're going to fight. It's a lot to go along with it. That's why it's not easy to say, okay, I'm over and done with you. Ain't none of that. No matter how someone wants to run away. See, we have unavailable. You're chasing someone unavailable, or you are the one who is running away. There's a sense of like, I want to run, I want to get out, I want to go. The third card we have a commitment. A commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. So there is a sense of commitment between the two, which that is a good thing. And the last that we have for Barak and Michelle, we have opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared to dress and impress. That goes for somebody. All right, so there's that. So I'm going to put the Four of Wands aside. I'm done explaining that. Let's see the next card what we can explain. So let's see another issue that may be going on. Okay, the next card we have boundaries. You need to hold hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated. So there's a sense of boundaries that are being violated. That I am not sure. I'm not sure at all. Along with that, we have the intimacy card. The intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. So we have unity. We have a unity, an intimacy, unity between the two. But there appears to be like a sense of boundaries that could be affected between one or the other. The next card we have, you guys, we have apology. Apology, arrogant, rash decisions, insincere. I feel like it could be like allegedly like some bickering back and forth. One could agree with one thing but not the other, and one is trying to get their point across but the other is trying to get their point across. And even though they go through certain situations like this, they would apologize for not understanding and not being the way that the other person wanted them to be. But then at the same time, deep down, see, we have suffering and silence. See, like one's hiding one's feelings. Let's see, so we have the next card here. We have established, secure, settled, and wealthy. So this is an indication that it is showing that there is, that Barak and Michelle, of course, they are established. They are established. I don't even know what I was going to say. I was not going to say between the establishment of Barak and Michelle. I was getting in my head that I was going to say that there could have been like some arguing like over assets, but I don't see any of that indicated of this reading. That there's nothing like that at all. It just shows that they're established, meaning that they are wealthy. The next card that we have the envy card. Resentful, competitive, discontent. So this energy, like I said in the introduction, that this energy is very strong between Barak and Michelle. And this is actually shown because Barak has the Page of Cups in reverse, which is an indicator of revival of bad news or blocked creativity, abuse, envy, loss of innocence, lack of ideas, and boredom. So allegedly, there could be some bad news coming towards him or coming towards a situation. It could be something to do with a person that is envy of him, like an enemy, because we have envy, as you can see, guys, and we have envy. So we have that. The last card for Michelle, her last fortune cookie card, she has sexuality, and it reads, existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong. But if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. So again, guys, there's nothing to do with any children because Barak and Michelle had already had their kids. But it indicates existing relationship could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong. That's only if you're in a relationship. So either I feel like once they talk about their differences, then in return, good things will come within the marriage. And it also says single, but I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking, like I told you guys just seconds ago, that I feel like allegedly Barak and Michelle could be living in separate places. So it's like you're married but separated. But it's giving a sense of warning, like beware. See, beware of temptation could also lead you to trouble. So it's a warning for spirit. And I'm not going to say Michelle, I'm going to say to the both of them that there's a situation that they're set, and I feel like they're separated. They're not divorced. You guys, it's one of those cases where they're living in separate places, but they're not divorced. But if they're single, let's say, Michelle is out, because you see she has the 3 of Cups in the upright. She has the 3 of Cups. Where is it? See, she has the 3 of Cups in the upright. It says she's out with the girls. A person may come in and it could start some trouble. For example, see that? So she has sexual. Let's see real quick what Obama would have for his card. So let's see. Spirit, pertaining to Barack Obama, can you give me a specific card that indicates the situation of his marriage to Michelle Obama? Okay, it's 3 here. Okay. Spirit, allow the card to come out pertaining to Barack Obama about his marriage to Michelle. Let's see, this one's just getting my attention. And we have sunshine. The sun is shining on you, career and business. Growth, fabulous, communication in relationships. So, you see, guys, you see. All right, so he has sunshine. So it shows, guys, that this relationship is coming out. It's gonna make a turn for the better, you guys. I'm sorry I have a habit of saying relationship and mean marriage. It's gonna turn out for the better. Okay, the last card that Barack Obama has, he has a High Priestess card in the upright. And the High Priestess card in the upright represents, let your intuition guide you, discernment, rumination, enlightenment, and spirituality. So the High Priestess in the upright. It says it signifies a call to trust your intuition, inner wisdom, and subconscious knowledge, encouraging you to look upward for answers and understand situations on a deeper level, often representing mystery, spirituality, and other divine feminine energy within you. Essentially, it's a reminder to listen to your gut feeling and connect with your higher self. Wow, so that is really, really interesting. So, as always, the High Priestess card, when it comes out in a reading, it indicates that spiritually, it is saying to Obama, like say if Obama was on YouTube and he was looking at this video, it's an indication that it's telling him that he needs to look up within his intuitive self, the higher power, for answers regarding certain situations in his life, whether it's with his marriage or what he wants to do career-wise, that he needs to look up to the higher power. I'm not sure, or if I can't remember if Obama and Michelle are spiritual. I feel like more than likely that they are. And if they're in this situation, allegedly they're in this situation where there could be, like, you know, there's some issues lingering within the marriage, one that's not happy, and they're trying to figure out, you know, what they need to do. I feel like that this is definitely one of the most important things that not only him but her as well that they need to do is to go to a spiritualist or get prayer or get counseling. See about getting counseling, because it said get counseling on her side and work these issues out, and then that way in return the marriage will become more healthier and they wouldn't have to worry about feeling the way that they're feeling, but instead feel happy. Alrighty, you guys, so that is the last card. So yeah, this reading is really short, but from what my take on it is, again, I do not feel at all that Barak and Michelle are not getting a divorce, that they're not separating permanently. I feel like that this is one of those things when it is a hiccup, when it involves relationships. All relationships are not perfect. You're going to go through things. You're going to go through experiences. I feel like that there is definitely a lot of trauma within this marriage. And again, it goes back during the presidency, and there may be some issues before. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know about one's marriage like that. I do not know. But this marriage is on the brink of exhaustion. However, it's a sense of feeling that they're going to plan on working on it. They're going to work on it. And again, they may come out, they will, or they may. And I feel like I'm going to say this, they may, because they're trying to keep that good image of, you know, being, you know, president and first lady, you know, but I don't see where they're going to do like, you know, how Princess Diana did, where she was just like, I just had enough. I don't want to be princess no more. I don't want to be tied down to royalty. I want to be able to live my life and do my thing. I don't really see them like that. Again, I see that what they're going to do, they're going to figure out how to work past it, and then in return they are going to come out more strong. Alright, so this concludes the Tarot/Oracle reading on Barak and Michelle Obama. As always, you guys know what to do. If you guys have any comments that you would like to share about today's reading, what are your thoughts and opinions about this rumor pertaining to Barak and Michelle, you're more than welcome to comment down below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. The only thing, again, that I ask for you to do is to please be respectful, and we'll all be good. For a request at this time, I'm still going to say I am still accepting requests. However, if you guys are subscribe to me. And if you guys are new, I hope and you enjoy this video. I hope you subscribe and take your time to do it. I'm not pressed for followers like that, okay? Just take your time. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the notification button. That way you won't miss an episode from yours truly. But for the people who are subscribed to me already, please be on the lookout for a post around mid-February, because I know I'm just getting started on recording again, and I told you guys 2 weeks prior I'm planning on recording a lot more content. But there have been some things going on, like within my health, nothing serious or anything like that. It's just that there is something that I would have to do 2 months from now, and I'm not sure about how I'm going to be feeling. So with that, along doing other things, and this one great thing I'll tell you guys later in another video, is that the requests may be a little bit more slower. But the only thing I tell you guys is that if you want to send me a request, feel free to do so. But just a heads up, it may be delayed, so I don't know how long you want to stick around, per se, and wait on that. But I really would appreciate your patience. New readings debut every Wednesday and every first Sunday of each month. I need to say like when I can, but that's the case. Every Wednesday and every first Sunday of each month when I can. For live streams, at times I do live streams. Those don't have a time period, but if you are subscribed to me, that way you guys will be aware. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and leave a comment and subscribe if you would like, and hit the notification button once you do, so you won't miss a video for yours truly. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and TikTok. I know that we had that little hiccup with TikTok where it became offline for about almost a day before Trump decided to put it back on, but we're not out of the woods yet with TikTok. Currently I am trying to think of another platform where I can have you guys going, where we can, you guys could continue to see, like sneak peeks and all that, in case if TikTok is no more. That sucks. But in the meantime, what I think I'm going to start doing is that I'm going to start posting not only on my TikTok still, but on my Instagram. So I would love for you guys, if you are on Instagram, to follow me on my Instagram page. And lastly, I want to share my appreciation to you guys for your support. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have recently subscribed to me, I noticed that during the time that when I was out sick with the cold and dealing with my breakout, I see some people had decided to follow, so I welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned. As always, more content will be coming your way. I have a lot, and there may be times where I feel like just like ripping my cards out and give you guys my thoughts and opinions, what I feel pertaining on the people that I am pulling on. So I just want to say thank you so much again for your follows, for your likes. Continue to support the channel. It makes me feel so good. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay warm. If you're living in a cold climate, keep the mask on by any means necessary. And with that being said, I gotta go, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.